Sir, do you know why I pulled you over?
Speeding?
No, it's because your intro sucks. Please step out onto the curbside.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Curbside Podcast, a podcast where we talk about cars and everything to do with cars. My name is Jeff. I drive a 2004 Honda S2000, and I am Southern Californian Taiwanese American thing. Yeah.
What up, everybody? My name's Parth. I drive a 2016 M3. Live up in Bay Area, Northern California. It's beer time.
It's always beer time.
Beer time. It's always beer time, man.
Parth didn't get the headphone memo.
Yeah, dude. You gotta get yourself a pair of wireless headphones, dude.
This is where it's at. This is the best as it gets, bro.
I'm Andrew. I drive a 2014 Evo 10 MR and a 2015 Subaru BRZ.
BRZ.
Getting that down.
BRZ.
Getting that down.
Damn.
So
Zed.
before we begin this week, I want to thank all you new listeners and subscribers to our channel and our podcast. We are at currently 114 subs on YouTube, which is pretty great because episode 33 we had just hit 40. All that is thanks to Doug. He shared our podcast. Thank you very much, and thank you for being on our show.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy? He's like still supporting us. Like that tweet that just came out.
Yeah. Not to boast or anything.
Yeah.
But we're apparently the second best podcast he's ever been on, behind the smoking tire. We'll take that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And if you want to
exactly.
see proof of that, check it out on Twitter at the Curbside Pod.
If Doug says we're good, well, y'all know we're good.
I guess.
So, guys, I put out on the Instagram, on the stories, did a poll of what we should talk about on the show this week, and we got a couple responses.
I was one of them, I think.
No, you answered for the Grand Utility Vehicle last week.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So we also put out a poll of, are you guys going to call the new Kia minivan a Grand Utility Vehicle
Yes.
or a minivan?
Grand
The people
utility.
have
Can
spoken.
we not talk about this anymore?
I think
The fucking minivan.
What do the polls say? What do the polls say?
70% Grand Utility Vehicle,
Fuck yeah,
30% minivan.
Parth made extra Instagram accounts to vote on that.
Yeah.
But anyways, so
It's a fucking
questions. Question. We got a question from Instagram user A Very Clever Title. I love that.
That's very clever. I like
That's
it.
a pretty clever title.
And he says authentic versus replica parts.
Oh, shoot.
Ooh.
So I was thinking, our in-house modifying expert Andrew, we'll start with you. What do you think?
It's a loaded question.
That's a loaded question, especially for this guy.
And my response might be fighting words to a lot of people. But let me just say this. If I had the money to buy authentic parts every single time, authentic parts every single time. But being that I don't have a lot of money and I daily drive my cars that I tend to have a hard time keeping stock. Let's say my wheels on the Evo. I want, of course, TE37s. But while dailying my Evo, if I curb my TE37s, I will end my life.
Dude, imagine the amount of like stress you would have had when you had your like tire blow up if you had TE37s.
Exactly.
Because
Dude.
TE37s
Exactly.
go for how much?
Depending on the spec, between $25 to $35.
$3,500 for a set. And then how much did you get your wheels for?
1,000 shipped to my doors.
So there you go. It's $1,000 to $2,000 more dollars of stress when you get real TE37s.
Yeah, and
Which,
don't
I
get me
mean-
wrong. Having TE37s, that's like the biggest flex you can have. Minus like the BBS FIRs and whatnot, which are like
That's just
3,000 a
ridiculous.
wheel.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
god.
ridiculous. I have a fake part on my car, the diffuser. It's a Akrapovic ripoff from China. It's working to this day. It hasn't faded or anything like that. It's
Yeah.
doing what a diffuser should, which is like just look good sitting there.
And then other like, I don't know, easily like ruined parts like front lips. I will always buy replicas.
Yes. Like on my car, I have a replica of an APR front air dam for the S2000. it cost me like 60, 70 bucks. I mean, the fitment sucks. So if you're buying stuff on eBay and you see a brand called Magic Drift, which I think is like the only one that makes it right now, just know the fitment sucks. But I mean, I would love to have a real one, but the real one's made of carbon, and it's $600 something. And for something that
$600
like,
for you to scrape it away is literally like ripping your money in half.
Yeah.
Dude, my car's so low. When I got my front lip, I got it from somebody who had an F80, and then he was selling his M Performance lip, the plastic one, not the carbon fiber one, because he was designing his own lip or some shit. Sold it to me for $50. That thing is beat to shit to this day. It is still on my car. It is the best $50 I spent.
Yeah, and your bumper is in great shape.
Exactly, it's fantastic because you know why? Every single hit has been done on that piece of shit fucking front lip.
Yeah, and it
the
works.
BMW dealer on the last fucking service, he tried to sell me a new lip, and he tried to sell it for $1,400 for the carbon fiber one. And I'm like,
a lip.
Yeah, because I told him like, hey, yo, dude, can you fix this one screw? Was like kind of low, and he fixed it. And he's like, hey, do you want to upgrade it? I have this one for $1,400 in stock. I can install it. I'm like, I spent $50. So he texted me. I was like, I spent $50 on that lip. Please do not remove. And then I go to pick up the car, and he's like, you spent $50 on that lip? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I'm glad I didn't remove it off your car then, man. He's like, it's a fantastic deal.
Dude, seriously, front lips just end up becoming bumper protection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's, man, those prices just really sound like BMW parts to me.
Oh, dude, my car, dude. I blew all my money on the car, so I can't spend it on any real, like, legit parts for the car.
Yeah.
How much is a good exhaust for the Evo, Andrew?
I don't know. The catback really doesn't do anything. It's really the test pipe and downpipe that are the most restricting pieces. But like, unless you're buying a GTR or something, like exhaust on JDM cars is just not expensive. Like the highest it'll go is maybe $1,500, and that's for like titanium, like that kind of shit. But like just a generic catback, it's nothing ever significant.
If I wanted to do downpipes on my car and then like an axle back, easily $6,500.
That's so stupid. And then you need to tune it.
And then you need to tune it. Yeah, it's insane.
No.
How much would how much would a set of coilovers cost from one of the nice ones? Say like Olin's.
Well, I want KWV3s for my car. They're like $1,400 a set.
No way.
Olin's are like $3,000.
Okay, so that's similar. For my car, $3,000 for the non-adjustable and about $45,000 for the adjustable. That's why I still only to this day have cosmetic mods. But at the same time, I don't really want engine mods too, because I'm like, there's no need.
It's already a death trap.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing I bought that wasn't a replica part though, and well, it's not much of a part. It's an OEM engine mount for the car. But those things, yeah. Wow. Got it on eBay. Honda OEM part was $200, which is like you get not OEM ones. Yeah. For like 50, 60, which is like real cheap. But I was watching a video on how to change the engine mounts. It was by this guy called DIY Guys on YouTube, and he had bought an eBay version of it. And to make it fit, he had to kind of torch it and bend one of the studs into place. And I was like, nah, dude, I already have hard time installing car parts, like, generally. I am not doing any modifying to the parts.
I feel like mechanical parts in general that are useful should be OEM or whatever is like better than OEMs if the OEM part wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
Like that you shouldn't cheap out on.
One thing I will say, for parts that I would want to buy like authentic or whatever, wide body kits, I think steering wheels, aftermarket steering wheels, you definitely want to buy real. I've seen like replica steering wheels where they just come, like the wheel itself comes off of the spoke in an accident. I'm just like,
like heck no.
Yeah, and seats I would never cheap out on.
Yeah,
roll cages,
harnesses. Yeah, cages I would never cheap out on. Harnesses I would never cheap out on. But back to the wide body thing, the people that make these wide bodies, they're like artisans. They're like, and they spend years developing this stuff and like making sure that like, you know, things fit properly. And the people that make the replicas, they just buy one, make a mold, and then sell a bunch of really cheap, like horribly fitting ones. So I think in terms of that, I would want to support the people that created the original, just because they don't sell that many in the first place anyways. So like think about like TJ Hunt with his Street Hunter kit. He's sold less than I think 20 kits.
Damn.
Dang.
And he
But
put
they're
a
probably
lot
expensive.
of time into it.
Yeah,
Well,
there's a lot of R&D into them.
He put years into this thing. And I mean, I don't know, it's like a labor of love. I don't think they do it to make money necessarily, but like it's just cool. Like I would do it if I had the resources to do something like that.
So speaking of like body kits and stuff, what's that guy's name that does all the Porsches?
Oh, the Japanese guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the RWB guy, Nakai-san.
There we go. Yeah. Did he design them or?
Yeah, he designs and he installs most.
Yeah,
or if not
they
all.
fly him out, right?
Yeah, you can like purchase the thing where you fly him out and he'll like hand build the entire Porsche for you.
Yeah, and he like hand cuts all like the fenders and whatnot.
Yeah.
And guys, if you haven't seen this, you got to look it up on YouTube. It's like in art the
I
way
think
he
Crispy
installed
Media
these
has
things.
one of the best videos.
Yes. Yeah.
Of
yeah,
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, watching an RWB build is just insane.
It is
Yeah.
crazy, dude. One of my friends, I used to play against him on the golf team in high school. He went to a rival school. My friend roomed with him in college, so I got to know him. So he went to Berkeley, and then he made this company for taillights called Illum Aesthetic.
Oh.
And
I've heard of them.
you've heard of them?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah. So he's pretty big, like apparently in
Yeah.
the taillight scene and everything. So he actually got to do a custom set for one of our RWB's builds.
oh shit.
Wow.
So like when he was there working on the car, he was there too with his tail lights and everything too.
Damn.
And then
Wow.
he got to do a build on that. Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's what we think about replica and authentic parts. Important stuff, body kits, authentic. Lips, nah, dude.
Yeah, just doesn't make
No.
sense unless you have a show car. It depends on your purpose, right?
Yeah.
So like daily driven, like why are you gonna buy a $500 lip to destroy it every time you go up your driveway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
Unless
show
you got
car,
the
I can
money.
understand. Right, exactly. See, it all
Like-
comes down to that. Like, do you have the money?
Yeah.
If you do, yeah, T37 all day.
Even
Yeah.
then, I would like that diffuser I bought. I knew I was buying a made in China shit, but to this day, like there's no problems. It hasn't faded. There's no issues. It's sitting right next to my exhaust, right on the diffuser, and this thing looks exactly like it.
Yeah. My thing with that, because I had experience with that too. If you guys watched the duck-bill install on my Evo before I got my GSR wing, I went through 3 different eBay
Oh, yeah.
sellers of replica Rex Speed ducktail spoilers. I went through 3, and then I finally bit the bullet and bought the Rex Speed one, and it was like a direct fit. It was perfect.
The authentic stuff is always going to be the best quality and the best fitment, obviously.
Yeah, and you get a better warranty and all that shit.
Yeah. So I guess that also like depends on your patience too. If you want to get your car done right now and you don't have the money, eBay parts.
Yeah, 100%.
but if you have the patience to save up and whatnot, authentic
Yeah.
ones.
Don't let people fucking roast you if you got replica wheels. I have even if I had some like TE37s, I wouldn't roast somebody for having rotos. Like people do what they can within their range, right? Like how are you gonna roast someone for not spending $3,000 on some fucking wheels?
See, Andrew's making a case for himself prematurely. I'm just kidding.
Hey, I thought about fuck you. I thought about buying some. I thought about buying some gram lights, some raised gram lights, but I couldn't find the right color and all that, and it's just like whatever.
No,
These rotos look
to be
pretty
honest,
good.
dude, I 100% agree with your philosophy because you're driving that shit every day.
Yeah.
And legit, that day when you blew your tire, if you had T37s on, you'd be fucking stressed, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I got a little tiny paint chip on it. I'm pretty butthurt about that already. So
Yeah.
We also got a question from CarStuff24. Thank you, CarStuff. Dying brands like Mitsubishi and Nissan, and what you think they should do to grow.
Nissan's dying?
Nissan's been pretty dead for a long time. Not like
Yeah.
Mitsubishi dying, but like
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was saying. Like, those two are kind of... Because Nissan's still out there in, like, the econo size and the econo class cars.
But it's good that they're like revamping their entire lineup, it
Yeah.
looks like. But they're definitely
also
not like
between-
Mitsubishi level.
yeah, and also comparing the two companies, Nissan is a titan compared to what Mitsubishi is.
That's true.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw a Mitsubishi SUV the other day, and I swear to God, from the back, I thought it was an X5.
Was that an Outlander?
Yeah. Outlander. Yeah, that was the one. Like, I was coming up from behind. I'm like, that's a weird looking X5. And then I got closer. I'm like, what the fuck? That's a Mitsubishi? Like, I was not expecting that.
I don't know if it's because I bought an Evo or what, but I've been actually seeing a lot more Outlanders this last month. I don't know.
That always happens. That always happens when you buy a new car. Yeah.
Yeah.
You always notice the whatever car more.
It's like in GTA when you find a rare car, and then every car on
All
the
of a
street
sudden, everyone has it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we talk about Mitsubishi a lot. In terms of Mitsubishi, just like make
Get the
better
Evo
cars.
back. Oh, okay.
Bring the Evo back. Like, you see their SUV lineup. It's like the weirdest looking crud on
The thing is, like, we say bring the Evo back, but that's because we're car enthusiasts. We say bring the Evo back. Are we going to go buy a new Evo?
No.
But like the thing is, like, usually to revamp a whole brand, you need like a halo car. Before Audi had the R8, there was still kind of like a no name. And then the R8 came out, and everyone's like, "Oh snap, Audi, luxurious."
That makes the badge more
stuff."
valuable. It'd be pretty epic.
Here's the thing. If you want to make a company that's dead or quote unquote dying come back, just follow BMW's fucking logic.
Make a car for everyone.
Make a car for every damn segment in the market. And then have your halo car at the top, which is your M's or whatever. And then you profit off of everybody wanting that but can affording this. And then you make sure that the guy that wants an SUV, but it's not too big, can get that. The guy that wants an SUV that's huge, he can get that. The guy that wants a 2-door into a 4-door, he can get that.
The problem with that, though, the BMW badge is desirable.
That's also true, yeah.
Mitsubishi badge is not desirable.
They need to come out with a $5 million supercar.
I think Mitsubishi, people have always hated their interiors, and even my Evo interior is like the fucking worst thing I've ever had.
It's pretty jank, yeah.
They've never stepped that up. The current Mirage interior still looks like it's from 1992.
Yeah, dude. And I know, like, people will say, because it's a cheap economy car. Look at what Mazda's doing.
Or Honda.
Look at what Nissan's doing with the new Sentra. It has quilted interiors.
Yeah.
like a quilt, like a cross-stitched seats, dude, in a fucking Sentra.
Yeah, like you could get pretty good interiors in economy cars these days, and maybe Mitsubishi just doesn't have the R&D anymore.
Or they don't care. I think Mitsubishi doesn't care anymore. They make so much money off of their heavy industries and like their industrial and their like commercial trucks and stuff outside of North America that they don't care. They're still a massive company. They're a multi-billion-dollar company, despite their car sales being
They're probably
completely
like,
trash.
we'll just keep the cars just for keeping them.
They should like make an Evo version of all their cars.
No.
Mirage Evo.
They used to.
Then that's BMW, dude.
They did. They had the They had the Pajero Evolution. It was like a straight Baja truck. It was like Baja 500 ready.
Yeah, just do that. Because, again, it's like people aren't going to buy those things. But if it's a good car, people want a piece of that at least.
Yeah. I also felt like Mitsubishi never really ate off of their Rally Art name. They never used that enough.
Yeah, dude. That would be like the WRX, right?
Yeah.
You don't have an STI, but you got a WRX.
Yeah.
In terms of Nissan, well, it looks like they're making steps towards.
Yeah, I think Nissan will
Making
bounce
changes
back.
now.
The fucking Sentra looks really nice.
Yeah, like the Sentra looks nice. We've seen teasers of the new Z.
If they don't blow the Z, I think they'll do all right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, those are the 2 questions we got off Instagram this week. If you guys want to send us questions, you could hit us up. Oh, also on Instagram, I saw Parth this week. You got to drive a Porsche.
Yeah. I was disappointed.
Really?
So, my friend, his dad has a GT3, and his GT3 was... I'm not disappointed in the GT3. That's not where we're going. that's not where we're going with this. So he has a GT3. He put the GT3 in the shop for his 2-year service or whatever the shit it has. And Porsche gave him a Cayenne S. Not the turbo, but the Cayenne S. And my friend's like, yo, dude, you gotta drive this, dude. Like, it's pretty sick. Like, you know, it feels like it has a lot of power. I'm like, all right, dude, I'm a little hype, right? I'm like, okay, let's drive this thing. So he's driving it, then I drive it. And the minute I started driving, I was like, this feels no different than my mom's X3. I'm like, okay, all right, that's just my initial feeling. Let's drive this thing a little bit. Drove it, pushed it. Dude, it's a heavy car with a slow engine. And then shout out to my boy Me here down in San Diego, because he's a big Porsche fanboy, and he took almost like personal offense to me talking shit about this car. But I said on that Instagram, on that story, that if you want a fast, big German SUV, go buy one of for Porsche, the GTS or the Turbo and Turbo S models. And
so question.
Yes.
Like, I don't really know the Porsche lineup that well in terms of tiers. Where does the S fall in terms of the Cayenne lineup?
The S is the Cayenne's the base, right? Just your regular SUV with the Porsche badge on it. Cayenne S is the same car with a little bit better engine, better wheels, a little bit better suspension. It has a twin turbo V6, and apparently it's making 420 or 430 horsepower.
Hey, 420.
I'll tell you this: when you drive it, it doesn't feel like it's making 420. Like, you know how when you drive like, what was that? I just understood why he was going like that. When you drive it, it feels like it has 300 because the car is so fucking heavy. Honestly, like, after driving that car, I was so pissed. Like, I was very upset because that car is what, maybe like 100K, 90 to 100K, somewhere about there. It's a nice place to be. I'll give it that. The interior is well appointed. It feels very Porsche inside with the Porsche button and the new infotainment screen that Porsche's come out with, nice and big and a lot of information. But from a driver's perspective, it's heavy. It feels heavy. When a car feels heavy, it feels underpowered. Like, I swear to God, they said it's above 400 horsepower. It did not feel like it was. The X3 that we have, that my mom drives, has 300 horsepower, or just below 300 in an inline 4 twin turbo, or not twin turbo, inline 4, single turbo, twin scroll shit, whatever. I swear it didn't feel any different than the X3 in terms of acceleration, and that's probably because that car probably weighs a lot more than the X3. Even though the X3 has a smaller engine. And this is the thing that me here was trying to argue with me while he's like, how can you say the X3, how can you say the X3 is better? I was like, I never fucking said the X3 was better. I said all these fucking cars in this segment drive the same. The Porsche Cayenne drives the same. The BMW X3 drives the same. The fucking Range Rover, that's the V6 version, drives the same. All these mid-tier SUVs with the turbocharged 6-cylinder or 4-cylinder engines, they all fucking drive the same, no matter what the brand is.
I feel like those cars are geared towards soccer moms with a little bit of extra money. That's all it is.
100%.
No car enthusiast is going to buy a Cayenne S. They're going to buy a sports SUV. They're going to buy like a GTS.
And here's my I 100% agree with you. But now here's my problem. You buy, let's talk about Porsche since we're talking about Porsche. Porsche GTS or a Cayenne Turbo. Those cars can go almost up to $200,000 if you wanted it. Would you guys personally buy that expensive an SUV for that much money for a fast SUV? What I was talking to me here about was I'd rather save that money and buy like a fucking Ford Raptor. Right?
True.
Well, brand loyalty. People want the badge. They want the prestige. You can't pull up to like a fancy party in a Ford. You can't.
That's what he was saying. That's what he was making that argument too. But I was like, if I can afford that car, I can probably afford another car. And if I can't afford another car and I can only afford that one expensive car, I would be less inclined to buy a fast German SUV that's not good at off-road and it's not as good as a sedan or sports car on the road. Like, I'd rather buy an M5 or I'd rather buy rather buy the new Corvette. And it's still cheaper.
That's true.
And what's funny is, like, have you noticed the people that buy these really fancy, like, super fast SUVs, the only, like, driving that they do is, like, just hard pulls on the freeway.
If that, dude. Honestly, if
That's
that.
it.
Yeah. I really don't understand the purpose of these cars. I don't. Like, I don't like them. I don't understand, like, and it pisses me off that these German car companies keep fucking shoving this thing in your face. They look cool. Like, the Cayenne Turbo and the GTS, I think it looks pretty sick, but I don't want to fucking drop, like, almost $200K for that shit.
Well, let's ask you in a couple years when you have kids, you're still into cars, you carry kids and a dog around.
Buy a Raptor, bro.
No. And you got a lot of money. You have enough money to buy a Raptor and leftover to buy your Cayenne GTS. Then we'll ask you.
I still feel like that would be like betraying myself if I bought that. Right now, at least. We'll see. Would you guys buy one of those?
Hey, if I had fuck you money, hell yeah. If I could only have like 2 cars because that's all I could afford, I probably wouldn't get one of those.
Say you had 4 cars. Would you buy one? One of those be your car?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
Jeffrey?
Well, for me, every time I think of SUVs, I always want You guys know this. I always want like an off-roady one. If I had that much money, probably like a Range.
I would prefer a Range over these guys. The Cayenne, the Audis, and the BMWs.
Yeah, because I'm not too big into those like sports car SUV type deals.
Yeah, because the Range Rover is still comfortable and amazing off-road.
Yeah, but you said 4 cars, so I would have like a sports coupe, sports sedan, SUV, truck, or Range.
So he has a sports car, a sports sedan, a sports SUV, and a fucking Raptor.
Yeah.
That's what it
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I drove it though, and I felt that car was not special. And you can definitely see what Andrew said, that's literally targeted at the soccer mom with a little bit of extra money.
Yeah,
100%.
definitely. Well, with that being said, shall we go to our break?
Yeah.
All right, our break.
Motorcycle guy's revving.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait.
No, it's fine. We can talk. He's always revving. And he always plays the same fucking song. Like, when he starts his motorcycle, he always starts with the same fucking song.
What is it? Is it like AC/DC?
No, it's some like
Sweet
Russian,
Home Alabama.
No. It's like some like fucking Russian dance music.
Rasputin.
Yeah, something similar to that, but not Rasputin.
Well, maybe he's living his American dream. Don't blame him.
So who are we sponsored by? I mean,
what? We're sponsored by the CurbsidePodcast.com. Yeah, there you could go find all our links to stuff, like all our platforms. So check it out. And we also have a giveaway going on, still open. Even though we've hit 100 subs, we're still not 100 followers on Instagram.
Yep.
Waiting on that Insta.
Yeah, we got that giveaway for a $100 gift or gas card. We have 114 subscribers, a couple entries on the comment section, but we are 12 followers away. So you 12 fuckers better follow soon. So yeah, go follow us on Instagram at the Curbside Podcast. I don't know why I hesitated there. The Curbside Podcast. Follow us on Instagram at the Curbside Podcast. You can follow us on Twitter at Curbside Pod, where you'll see all the nice things that Doug DeMiro has said about us.
Yeah.
You can also find us on Facebook at the Curbside Podcast, and we also have a YouTube channel, as Jeffrey would say.
Yeah.
There you'll find all of our content, including video versions of our podcasts, as well as our Quarantine Chronicles episodes.
Also send us an email at thecurbsidepodcast@gmail.com if you guys want to be on our show or send us an email or sponsor us. That's the official.
Chat.
Yeah, that's the official way to do it.
Yeah, so let's get back to the show.
Now that we got you loose, oh, I can hear the birds waking early to say, and that is
Probably the best flavor.
But no, I'm just kidding.
I got so scared. I got so scared, dude. I thought it was actually Jeffrey.
Oh shit!
Actually,
We got a Craig My Ride this week again. Welcome to the surprise segment of the show where we go over cars that have been nicely modified for the Facebook marketplace, the Craigslist marketplace, the eBay marketplace, and whatnot.
you fucking troll.
Now, guys, so the one I have for you guys this week, it's no longer available, sadly, but I'm just gonna show you it. I want you to guess what car this is. All right, what car is this?
It's a Pontiac M3 GTO.
Wait,
What's it
more
look like?
Pictures. It looks like a 5 Series.
Okay. Front. It looks like a 5 Series.
That's
right?
not a BMW, dude.
All right, let's spin it around. Ready? We're spinning it around. Oh, what?
Oh
No!
what? That's a Solara
Wait, is that a V
With the-
badge on it?
with the V badge on it. And hold on, so you're telling me this thing sold?
You saying somebody bought this?
I am not sure. Okay, so this is the 2002 Replica / kit make Solara.
What the fuck does that mean? First of all,
At the time I saw it had 8 bids for $4,851.
So it's sold.
It must have, unless they had like a high reserve on it. And guys, can you just kind of describe to me what you see in these pictures?
somebody trying to make a shit box into a BMW in the front only, and then a Cadillac in the back.
It's like that really ugly Generation 5 Series front end.
Yeah.
Custom fenders. The back is a Solara.
Honestly, why do you have to show us these cars, dude?
So item description: a BMW M5 kit
With a
On
V
a
badge.
on a 2002 Toyota Solara convertible. Custom car replica kit of BMW M5. Front bumper, hood, fenders, rockers, rear bumper, headlight, colors, gray, white, red. Drives great. No issues, no check engine light, ready
That's
to
'cause
go.
it's a Toyota.
Great feedback and lots of interest at car shows and on streets.
What special fucking car shows did this guy go to?
You know what's funny though? There's a sector of like the car community that really likes these like Frankenstein things.
In the description, also, kit body $6,500, new roof $2,200, fully functional, good. Custom paint interior,
It's custom.
$1,500. Custom leather seats $2,500. Custom floor mats $500. $500 for
Can you
floor
pause?
mats.
Can you pause on that real quick, Jeffrey? That's bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Because for the Ferrari, which is the most expensive shit out there, if you want to buy a nice set of floor mats, it costs about $300 to $400. How the fuck are Toyota floor mats $500?
They're custom.
Are the
Yeah, they look like quilted leather with
Yeah,
nice
exactly.
embroidery.
I mean, Ferraris are those too.
But those aren't custom; those are factory.
I see.
Yeah,
you're right,
exactly.
you're right.
It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
custom.
Yeah, it's not custom.
It's also got new wheels and rims, $2,000.
Show me the wheels and rims; those are not $2,000.
Those are more than Andrew's fucking. That's more than Andrew's wheels.
These are $2,000.
Those are straight from America's Tires, off the fucking catalog. Get the fuck out
Those
of here.
wheels
Fuck
are
you,
apparently more than fucking Andrew's wheels.
guy. Yeah, fuck you, guy.
LCD player and installation $600. Custom paint and bodywork $3,500. Custom exhaust $600.
I only like the interior of that car. The interior is kind of nice.
No,
You like
shut
this interior?
the fuck up.
Just the
way,
seat,
dude.
just the seat, just the seats. I like
No.
the seat. I like the seat color combo, dude.
No,
Dude, the gray on white looks good.
you're tripping dicks, dude.
No, dude.
Bro,
no
the
way.
gray on white looks decent. Everything else looks like shit.
You're tripping dicks.
I'd rather take those floor mats, dude.
Red ass floor mats, bro.
You like the gray and white seats?
The gray and white seats look better than the fucking red floor mats.
Bruh.
Bruh, those look like bench seats off like a 50 Chevy.
No, forget the seats. Forget the seat. I'm talking about the color combination.
Okay, go back to the price. The amount that he spent on everything, supposedly. All right, let me do some quick maths.
Quick maths.
He could have almost bought my Evo with the amount that he supposedly spent on this.
$2,000 wheels and rims, bro. You didn't know?
Dude, this guy is tripping. So he did all this to sell it for $4,500?
I love how it says definite eye catcher and head turner. Of
Oh, yeah,
course.
it is.
Yeah.
Not for the right
definitely.
reason.
Piece of shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was Craig my ride for this week. If you guys
That
want
one's
that car,
infuriating.
You were on a good. You
Unfortunately-
were on a good streak of cars that we would possibly. Yeah, you know, I wouldn't mind owning that. And then you come out with this shit.
all right, the news. I watched WWDC, Apple's developer conference. It's like, yes, this is not a tech show, but they did release something car related. Apple is releasing car keys. So basically, it uses NFC. You have like a key card in your Apple wallet now, and then you just hold it up to the door handle. Currently, the only supported car I think right now is the new 2021 BMW 540i. So you hold it up to the door handle and boom, unlocks. You could also send keys to people. Like in iMessage, you could send a car key.
Wait till this shit gets hacked.
Yeah.
Like with all these like connected cars things, and with cars soon being able to drive themselves, the hacking potential is fantastic. Like imagine all that could go wrong if this is not properly secured.
The modern day carjacker doesn't show up with a hanger anymore. And then
He
fries
shows
it
up
in the
with a
windshield.
laptop,
Yeah,
dude.
he pulls up with a laptop with like
Oh, no.
fucking 10,000
even
hours
better,
of coding
dude.
under his belt.
No, he does it at home, has the car drive to him.
So he doesn't even.
He's so stupid, man.
So yeah, that's the new age of
So Apple's
Car-
really trying to go for this wallet, car keys, and phone all in one thing, so you don't have to carry anything else around.
They're trying
Yeah.
to own your life.
Wait till they partner with the DMV.
yeah, you get your little
License.
identification on
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
That's dumb,
Honestly,
man.
but-
You're telling me like a general consumer is not gonna like keep their keys with them even if they have that?
But see, it's feasible because the Tesla guys, they do that shit.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You
Everybody
will
I
leave
know
your
who has a
keys.
Tesla,
I will
they don't
never
have
leave
keys.
my keys.
No,
It's
they don't.
fucking-
They legit, dude. I swear to God, these Tesla guys, because this is not appealing to us kind of people. This is appealing to the same people that drive Teslas, but they don't have them. So it's appealing to them. And all the Tesla guys that I know that have this shit, I've never seen any of them carry the key. The most they carry is that fucking the wallet card thing. They just keep that in their wallet in case, but they always unlock their car with their fucking phone.
Well, hey, I mean, we'll see. Maybe lots of remote control cars like in Fast and Furious in the future.
All right, so BMW this week has put out a video about the next generation G80 M3. You have the option for rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. They're going to offer it, or it'll have more than 500 horsepower.
On M3?
Yeah.
Dude, horsepower numbers are getting insane, dude.
Yeah.
What? Because you know the competition's going to come out. It's going to be like 550.
Yeah.
And that's what the M5 used
no one
to be
buys
like
that
2
shit.
generations ago.
No one buys the competition ones.
That's true. But you still have that option. Actually, what do you, hell of people buy the competition.
I've seen maybe one.
Bro, they all buy the competition and they all fucking swap out the wheels because a lot of people didn't like the new fucking
Spiderweb wheels?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's supposed to debut later this year for the 2021 market year.
The big thing about that video is it doesn't look like there's a fat ass grill.
Which is
I think
great.
I think the new 3 Series has a normal grill. I think only the 4 Series has the big nostrils.
If they do, then I might have to take back that SRT is the new M shit that I've been saying. So
Uh-oh.
if
Sound like a
that's
BMW
true,
guy.
Yeah, there we go.
Yo, no, I already told you that that new grill shit is bullshit. If that's true, if the 3 Series and the M3 are not getting that fat grill fish looking shit, then that's okay. That's okay with me.
I wonder if they're doing that to kind of separate the two a little bit more, not to make like the 4 Series a coupe version of the 3, you know?
I think
if,
so,
if you
yeah.
want like a more blingy kind of like just show off shit, you buy the 4, and then
Yeah.
if you want heritage, you buy the
it's-
M3.
Yeah, because they're literally the same car, but just
It's the same
different
car.
styles.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if more people buy the M3 this time around, though.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so here's the thing. It's always the case, like with the coupe and the sedan, so M3 and M4 or E90. The want for the sedan is always higher because they make less of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, BMW, make more sedans this time. Less of those
Yeah,
coupes.
I like the sedan a lot.
I have some news out of where the fuck is this place? Detroit. So you guys remember Lordstown? We talked about
Yes.
them. They're the ones
Yeah.
that are in the old GM factory and all that shit. They unveiled their first pickup truck, and apparently they are set to be the first electric pickup truck on the market, beating the Cybertruck, supposedly.
Oh, wow, that's quick.
Yeah. So Lordstown Motor unveiled its endurance light-duty electric pickup truck in Ohio. So specs of this car haven't been released yet, but they say it'll start at $52,000, and you'll get tax credits on top of it. And it'll have a starting, this is one of the lower-end ones, a starting towing capacity of 6,000 pounds.
Damn.
And
Wow.
That's
trucks
low.
will be, that's low, because there's supposed to be a better one later. So
Okay, dang.
trucks will be delivered to fleet customers first in early 2021, so next year, and regular customers getting theirs starting in late 2021. It'll have a combined 600 horsepower from 4 hub motors, and it'll be able to tow 6,000
motors?
pounds. Yeah.
That means the motors are in the wheels.
Yeah. Look at that
Dude.
shit, dude.
That's crazy.
Would braking be from the motors then?
I don't know.
Because
They didn't
where
say
the heck
anything
are you going to
about
put the
that.
brakes?
Yeah, I don't
Maybe
know.
behind. Oh, fucking no.
They're targeting 250 miles of range and a starting of $52,500. Also, apparently, 80% of the rare earth minerals that Lordstown Motor uses to like produce this car are from China. So that's why the head of the energy department was there, Mr. Bruyetti. And he said the Department of Energy is investigating the possibility of sourcing rare earth minerals from the reserves in Appalachia.
Where's
Appalachia.
It's somewhere in America. But
that? Okay.
I think, you know, the Appalachian Mountains, like somewhere
Yeah.
near, like,
Appalachian.
when you have the Department of Energy looking to source minerals for you, you're doing pretty
seriously.
good, right?
That's
Yeah.
serious.
And Lordstown said they have pre-orders and letters of intent for 20,000 Endurances,
Damn.
Wow.
and then deliveries of them will start in summer of 2021. And that's for regular customers, not for the fleet vehicles. Yeah, but that's pretty cool.
That
Electric
is
car
very
company out
Yeah.
of Detroit.
That's pretty sweet. Good luck to them.
Yeah.
I got a piece of news that I thought was kind of funny. This isn't going to be U.S. news, though, sadly. So Ford has released 2024 Transit Trails and Transit Actives.
That's awesome.
Ford Transit is, for those of you guys who don't know, Ford's van. Like, straight up van. Not minivan, big van. What does it look like, guys?
Looks like a Ford Transit with a Raptor grille.
Yeah.
Would you guys get one of these if you needed a van?
Yeah.
These are pretty cool, right?
You know what the
So-
thing is, though? People are doing these to these Sprinter vans already, or whatever, these fucking transit vans. People are doing this already.
Are they really?
Yeah. Like, every time I go camping now, there's people in Sprinter vans that are lifted on dirt wheels.
Oh,
and,
yeah,
like, inside
yeah.
is, like, all built out. Like, people are doing this
Yeah.
already. That's why they're making them, because they know there's a market for it.
Yeah, definitely. Like I've seen a lot of like off-road camper sprinters,
Yeah.
but I think it's kind of cool that it's kind of Ford Raptor inspired.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be available in the only available engine is a 2-liter 4-cylinder. That's going to offer 130, 170, or 185 horsepower. And then it's going to go on sale in the UK for £35,685. I love the press images, though. People are speeding to their work sites.
Yeah. He's late. That's cool, though. I like this.
Yeah, I think if I needed a van, I would make this into a really
straight
fun
camper.
camper.
Yeah.
I mean, they have it advertised, it looks like, as work vans, but I think this is prime camper material.
Yeah.
And with that, that's going to be our show for this week. As always, guys, you could check us out at thecurbsidepodcast.com. Guys, if you like our show, go and share it with your friends. Leave us a rating on whatever the heck you'll find us on.
Hang on. Here's what I want people who listen to this show to do. I want each of you to go and tell 3 friends. That's it. Go and tell 3 friends to go check out this episode or our YouTube channel, whatever. Just go tell 3 friends. That's your homework. If you listen to the show this far, go listen to 3 of your friends who have not heard of us.
With that homework, you can also tell your friends to find us on social media, on Instagram at the Curbside Podcast, on Twitter at Curbside Pod, and Facebook at the Curbside Podcast.
I apologize if you hear some panting. There's a dogger here.
Oh, little doggy.
Doggy.
He's
But yeah, links will be on the website or down in the description. Don't forget to enter our giveaway. We are 12 followers on Instagram away.
Your chances of winning are really high right now. I think there's like 3 entries.
Yeah, you can also see on our YouTube channel, we have the Quarantine Chronicles video versions of our podcast if you're not watching it already.
And thank you to Kid Dope for the intro and outro to our show, Fast Cars and Wild Hearts.
And as always, guys, my name is Jeff.
I'm Parth.
I'm Andrew.
Remember, drive safe, and life is too short to drive boring cars.
Later.
Fast